Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. Today's challenge in Junk Journal July is to turn this into a page and these into a page. So stick on by and see how this happens. Okay, for day 11, I was just kind of playing with some stuff, trying to figure out what to do for my Junk Journal July. And I have these anti-clock. They're my circle. Sorry for that loud noise. I dropped the scissors, and they're big, loud scissors. Trying to think of what to do next, and I saw I had these papers sitting around, another half of it. And I'm like, well, I should probably just punch them out while I'm thinking about it. So, handily, they are. I should probably put my glasses on to see this. Handily, they are. I should do a small one here. They are. Or luckily, coincidentally, they are 1-inch circles for my 1-inch punch. So they work perfectly. I'm able to print these out, and I go ahead and punch them out. So I was going through and punching them out, and get these put away at some other point here. I'll finish punching them out later. This happened to land on the page because I just had to sit and open the next page to do it, and I saw this, and I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. What can I do with that? Now, I know one of the prompts is, I believe, it's called negative space. So I'm like, well, that could work for negative space. So I tried playing around with it, and so what I came up with, I'm going to turn this sideways because that's the way the prompts read, is I ended up cutting this strip into 4 little pieces, and I had this bottom. I wrote it twice because I did it too big. Cut the bottom out for a piece of paper. So what I ended up doing was inking them with frayed burlap, just taking them and move these to the side here, get my book. You can see I did it. Just while they're separate, and just inking around it, just because the white was just too white for this page. Just too stark. All right, so super easy. Punch some holes in a paper, and so what I decided to do is I'm gonna probably glue that there, maybe glue that here, and then glue this one by the stop. And then the whole big thing is I wrote a note that says, do not allow negative thoughts to enter your space. And I thought that was a pretty good mantra to live by. There's enough negative in the world. And this crafting world is our space. When we do YouTube videos, and not everyone does them, we really put our heart out there. And sometimes you get negative comments back. I'm really lucky. I have never gotten any yet. We're knocking on some wood. Really negative comments from people. But sometimes you self-doubt yourself, you know? You see people unsubscribe to your channel or something, and you're like, well, that's a bummer. But there's a lot of good out there. So do not allow negative thoughts into your space. So I'm just going to glue these guys down where they're at. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, so I'm gonna do that one. Should probably do this one this way. Yeah, so the negative space says, do not enter. We're not gonna allow any of this to enter my brain. Yeah. All right, so this one's gonna go down like that. So I am gonna consider this prompt for this page. I'm gonna use negative space for this one. I'm gonna do minimalist because I don't think there's much more minimalist than putting putting 3 squares with circle holes in it and 1 quote strip on a page. pretty minimalist. So yeah, okay. Center that kind of over that. Perfect. I love it. Okay, so day 11, minimalist, negative space. Done. I love it. Okay, so now we are going to move on to 12. And I showed this in the beginning. Let me get my glue back in here because I have a feeling this is going to not be used for a little bit of time here because I gotta kind of play with this one. This one's not as, I'm done with it and it's ready to go. So this was some junk mail I got in the mail today. And what I was thinking about doing was making a flip out of this to attach to this. So the other thing I was thinking of was I'm just going to cover this up. I do have this white sticker paper. Cover this up so that just the red and blue show. And then what I was thinking of doing is having the word July in big chunky letters. And what I was going to do to fill that July was filling it with stamps, kind of collaging them with these kind of stamps. The prompt is stamps. Now it could mean, I would think it's interpreted to however you want it to be, this kind of stamps or these kind of stamps. But I use these kind of stamps a lot. I use these pretty often too, but I thought this would be a good thing to be able to do. And I was thinking about doing, cutting out the big chunks of July and putting like J and L in blue, U and Y in red, you know, kind of making it the red, white, and blue that July kind of shows, and this being on the side, I thought would be good. And then I'll just cover this back side up with probably some tea-dyed paper or something, just to give a space like for journaling and things like that. So I'm gonna pause the video for a minute. I'm gonna get this attached. I'm gonna print out my big chunks of July letters that I need, and probably attach the tea dye to the back, so it's not so monotonous to watch. We'll watch the fun part. So I will be back with this all set up, ready to go. All right, I am back. So I have taken that lovely postcard and I put that white. What that was actually, and I don't think I said it, was the labels I use, printer paper labels that I use. It's nice because it's not see-through. So I did that on that side, and then on this side I added one of my tea-dyed, or tie-dyed, tea-dyed pages that I created. I thought this was cool, kind of look like the summer sky with little white clouds in the distance. So yeah, they're fun. So then I took the, I did with my scoreboard, figured out a way to, I scored just about 1/2 inch so that I can attach it. I think I'm actually going to attach it this way. I'm going to score 1/2 inch to attach it so that they flip out, and I got to glue this, flip out and flip out. And what I did is I printed the word July. I flipped it in my software program so that I can take my stamps. I've decided to do, instead of just red and blue, because I didn't have too many reds, I've decided to do blue. I found some whites, and then I'll do red, and then I'll do blue again. So it'll be blue, white, red, blue. And then what I did is, I'm actually going to glue them on this side. I went through a light, copied it, very jiggly, so I know where to put the blue, the white, the red, and the blue. And then I'll be able to flip it over and cut it on these lines, so it'll be just the stamps all the way to the edge. And then I'm going to take that July and probably put July there, so that it will be completely gone when it's closed. And then I'll throw some decoration on there, some flowers, or I recently got a kit. I'm going to do my next journal is going to be a bumblebee journal. And I thought, well, wouldn't that be pretty? Maybe I'll put, because this side it has this weird little blue line. Maybe I'll fussy cut this page out, add that to there, or haven't quite figured that out yet, but yeah, I thought that was cool. So I'm going to start, just so I can kind of make sure I can get this word July on there easy. I'm going to glue this flip-flop in there so that it's pretty well secured by the time. Boy, if you can hear, I wonder if you can hear that rain. It is just coming down. I got some thunder too, so hope I don't lose electricity or something. That'd be fun. Join me as I lose power. Pretty good at not doing it though. We're our neighborhood's only about 20-ish years old, so it's not most of our power lines are below ground, except for like on the main streets. So I don't lose power too often. Knock on wood. I've been knocking on wood a lot today. I don't lose power too often, so hopefully we won't do that today. Okay, all right, so I think that's pretty well on there. Got that piece of paper was, guess I didn't glue this in too well. Just glue that down. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna let this dry in the book so I can come back and enter the July letters after I cut them out into the book. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we'll get the book out of the way, and we will go ahead and glue the letters onto here. So we're going to start with blue. Now I try to get mostly medium kind of blues, nothing too, and really just all blue. And I'm just gonna, like I said, follow the guideline of this a little bit. I probably should have separated these letters a little bit farther apart. You know what? I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna reprint this, and I'm gonna spread these letters apart so that I can cut them better. So I will be right back. All right, that's a little better. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna take these stamps. I'm going to cover up the letters. Now, as I was retracing my lines on this side that I'm going to end up cutting, I was thinking, didn't have to necessarily do them in such dark colors. Pencil would have worked just fine, but I wanted you to be able to see them on the camera. So I'm going to speed up the video so that you don't have to watch me glue stamps down this whole thing. And then I'll be back when I'm done gluing. Okay, I am back. So, that was fun. I think everything is sticking down pretty good. I'll put these stamps back later. Almost use every single red one I found. Okay. Alright, try to get some of the glue bits to go away that were stuck on top. But I think it should be okay. Okay, so now we're going to cut on this side and cross our fingers this works. Alright, I'm gonna cut these apart first. I'm only trying to cut one at a time. Alright, this is almost kind of like doing the what do you call it? The collage boards, where you cut from behind, don't know what you're getting. All right, I'm going to start with cutting just on the outside of my letters to give them as much weight as possible. And then if I didn't go over the line when I was cutting, I will be able to go back and cut a little bit more, but you can never go back and add it, you know, once it's gone. All right, need to switch to little scissors here. Like fussy cutting almost. Okay. Well, that's cute, huh? Yeah, I like it. Okay. Oh, I'm excited now. All right, so. All right, here we are with July. All right, July. I love it. Okay, so this should be pretty well glued in now on my flip. Okay, so put the J. Kiss those together. Don't necessarily want to put them on the fold. I guess I'll just have to overlap those a little. That'll work. Okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of this glue page. It's quite gluey from the stamps. Okay, so I think I'm gonna throw glue on this thing, and then I'm gonna outline it with this. It's not extremely heavy. Okay, you were just working 2 seconds ago. All right, there we go. It's not extremely heavy, but I could see that possibly it would want to come off. So, Bessie being flippy floppy. Put it right near the line, right near the fold, but not quite. Be able to throw a little decoration, I think there will be fun. Okay. All right. I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. That silly blue paper here on this side. I really didn't glue this end on very well, did I? Okay, boom, boom. July. I love it. Okay, I'm going to clean up these stamps and see if I get a few things cut out that I can decorate the rest of this, and that with. So I'll be back. All right, it's time to decorate. So I have pulled some floral, some labels, some advertisement kind of things, some more bee things to kind of tie the two together. So I think we'll start with the inside and work our way out. So for the big July, I was thinking of putting this big red flower here with maybe a label of some sort. 6 for 39 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 6 flowers. Well, that could work. A little label just to anchor it. Or fragile, do not drop. Nah, you could drop a flower. I think I like the label better. Okay, so I'll start with, this is gonna be on tippy top. So I'll put the flower on top of there or below it. Put it below it. So we're gonna glue the flower in first. So we'll glue the flower. It'll overlap a little bit. That'll be good. All right, and then the label is a sticker, so we're good to go with that. Put the label there. And then we'll get this glued down. I just got glue bits everywhere, don't I? Okay. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Now, we have this flap, and I was thinking of apples, because apples are a summer fruit. Apple pie in the summer. Sundrop goodness. Cross that over, do that there, or do that there. Do that there, do that there. I think I like that one better. Okay. Originally I think I wanted the other one, but now I think I'm going to do it that way. I don't necessarily cover that top up a little. There we go. Okay. Don't need to see where that goes. Yeah. And a little sun drop goodness. You know, of course, I was going to put some labels down, right? Because that's what I love to do. Okay. Maybe a little label there. Let's see. Grab one of my little Tracy Fox ones. Oh, that says May. May's not good. August, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are the odds that I'd have something that says July, right? I had something earlier. Oh, July. Oh, evil laugh. Okay, July 25th, 58. Okay, make a decision. Put it right on the edge. Whoops. Right on the edge. There we go. Okay. That label was a little bigger than I was hoping, but when I said July, I kind of had to go with it, right? All right, July. Boom. Want to cover it? Not too bad. Okay. All right, so for this one, I was thinking about putting some flowers, more flowers, like red, white, and blue, kind of intertwined with each other. And then a label. Oh, I like that. That kind of looks like a... kind of almost looks like a planter box, right? Yeah, I think that's gonna work. I feel like I should have something behind it though. I have some of this background paper that I had for the other part of the bee I was using. It's subtle, but it has a little texture. I say go for it. Okay. This table isn't wide enough for a big expanding book to work at the moment. Okay. Let's scooch this down. All right, so I think this flower is going in the back. This one's going to go on top of that one. Whoops, runaway glue stick. And I'll go through a little glue on the leaf. And get that one there. And we'll throw the label down there. Okay with that. Kind of wish I rounded the corners on that, but I don't know if that would really make sense for the other side, but okay. All right, so for this side, for this front side, I'm gonna put this blue page here. For this front side, I'm gonna glue this bee on there. Kind of just center him. Might end up throwing some sort of a label or something afterwards. But for now, he's just gonna be by himself. He's a bee. He's gonna be. by himself. He's a bee. He's a bee. Okay. He's a bee upside down. Right? Yeah. Might throw a little washi tape there. I don't like how that is overlapping. I think I wanted to put him a little bit farther when I first thought of it, so track down some washi for that, I think. Okay, so for this side, I was thinking I have these bee cards. Got this butterfly, a little tag. Kind of ties in with the flowers, bees and flowers. Whoa, that's a glue glob. That's quite the glue glob. Okay. Well, it actually seemed like the rain might be lightening up. I'm actually seeing a little bit brighter skies out there. That's good. My sump pump hasn't gone off in a little bit, so maybe we've seen the end of the rain for today. Okay, little butterfly. Careful of his little antennas and his little, they look like little feet, but they're just his little tail wings, his little feet. Yeah, he's cute. Okay, I'll throw this down there. Okay. All right. Said bee. They definitely are fragile. Handle with care, do not drop. Doesn't totally make sense, but I like the fact that it says fragile. We're going to put this on the front. We got to take care of our bees. They are very important. Just going to move it over because that washi tape I was thinking about doing. Leave some room for that. Okay. All right, bee's knees. You are the bee's knees. I guess that's kind of stuck there. All right, and then why? Why do I have flowers there? Why? Oh, because it's July. July. Yeah, I like it. I definitely think I'm going to get some washi tape, though. This sun one could be interesting. That yellow's nice. I've got flowers, but they'd be facing the wrong sideways direction. So not as much of a fan of that one. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the sun. Okay, so the question is, I want it to wrap around. It's not really big. It'll be cute on both sides, but I don't think I want to wrap it necessarily in half. Maybe I'll put a little on the front and a little on the back. Okay. All right, this is quite the balancing act. Something to press on. There we go. Okay. I like the sun there. That looks nice. You can see the blue through it a little bit. That's the only part it's not a fan of. But unfortunately, when it wraps around, it doesn't go around to this side because there's a flap. It goes to this side. Probably actually think maybe I should cut that off now that I see it there. Okay, let's cut that off. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll put a little piece there. How about that? Let's put a little piece there. And we'll cut that off too. Okay. Sticky fingers everywhere. That off and cut that off. Hard to get just the right angle to cut that. There we go. Okay. This book is facing every direction, isn't it? Okay, we just got glue globs everywhere, don't we? Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't seem so harsh sticking out. Ink that just a tad. Okay. All right, so are we done? Are we done? Let's see. Fragile handle with care. I think he's good. I think they're good. Nothing needs to be there. Wish I could get rid of that, but I think that might have been a little rub off of the ink edging. All right, and then the flowers, they look good. I like that one now. Kind of leaves a little hints of the sky behind it, so I can live with that. The apple, the July with the stamps. Get rid of that glue glob there. Yeah, I do not mind it. I do not mind it. So, okay. Well, that is going to be the end of that one. So, that page, flip out is good. So, this is prompt for flip out and for stamps and junk mail. Almost forgot, because this piece back here was a piece of junk mail. So, that is a threefer, as they say. Okay. And I just have the bees on there because I like them. I think they tie good with that. So, all right. Well, this was a very productive day. First off, we did our do not allow negative thoughts to enter your space. Very minimalist. Negative space, just simple. And then to this one, much more complicated with the bees and the washi tape and the flip outs and the stamps and the reverse prints, but somehow I love it. And I love July, so there we go. Okay, well, that is it for me today. Hopefully this wasn't a 3-hour video. I'll see when I go to post it how long it is. Thanks for sticking out with me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had some fun and maybe learned a few things or got some inspiration to do something on your own. So with that, as usual, thanks so much and have a wonderful and a creative day. Bye now.